Hey guys, welcome to video number 2. Here we're going to talk about a little bit of the first 5 rudiments that you're going to learn. A rudiment is something, it's just a drum pattern that you're going to play, whether that's on a full set or something that you're going to focus on a sole or the practice pad. But before we get into that, a little bit of housekeeping. I wanted to show you guys that I've got my sticks, okay, and I've got my practice pad. I also have a 6-inch practice pad, which is not all the way set up. My current practice set is broken down and had to do a little bit of traveling, and that's okay. But because we're going to focus right here on this practice pad, which hopefully you've gotten one of those by now, and you also have your sticks. Those are the important parts. Okay. As we get into this, I want to encourage you guys to pause this video as you need to. That however this is a by your own pace, okay? So this is not a rush thing. Hopefully you guys are not making bets with your worship pastor that you can become the world's best drummer in 2 months, because that's not going to happen. So hopefully you didn't do that. If you did, sorry, he's winning, or they're winning. So as we dive into this, feel free to pause the video, learn this at your own pace. Feel free to reach out to me if there's something that you need a little bit more clarification on, or something that I can improve on in these videos. I want to make things as clear as possible for you. So getting into this, we'll dive right in. So first things first, before we ever even touch the first 5 rudiments, you need to know how to hold your instrument, right? And I'm not talking about grabbing up your entire drum set and just giving it one big bear hug, and that's, obviously we don't do that, right? But I'm talking about your drumstick. Your drumstick is a very important and even crucial part of drumming, obviously. So we want to know how to hold this correctly. And so first thing I'm going to tell you is don't choke it. And what I mean by that is you don't want to grip onto the stick like this. And because what happens here is you don't have any bounce, and you're just slamming a stick down. You don't have any kind of dynamic. You don't have any bounce with that. So the typical way to hold a stick is you want to put it right here on your first joint and then lay it on your thumb. These back 3 fingers are going to be used for bouncing the stick. So it's a little difficult to see. I'm kind of exposing my fingers here and hyperextending them just a little bit in a radical fashion so you guys can see. But you see how I'm using them to bounce. I'm not using my wrist necessarily, although we can start to get in there. We can start using that wrist. But you want to make sure that you're holding it, right? Just about there, not quite halfway on the stick, probably about a quarter of the way up the stick. And on that first index, and then wrap those around and use those primarily for the bounce. And that's going to be a little bit difficult. It's something new, but you'll get there with practice. So diving into practice, after you're holding your stick correctly, remember that's that first index, lay it on the thumb, wrap those fingers. Same thing on this hand, index, thumb, fingers, wrap. So as we get into this first one, this first one is very simple. I'll try to, in the description, post number 1 through 5 and what that looks like. Drum music is pretty easy to understand before the sheet music on a solo pad. And it looks like left, right, right, left, and it'll show you indicate an L or an R for what hand is to be used. So the first one that we're going to do is very basic. It's a simple rudiment, and it is a right, left, right, left. Okay, so it looks like this. All right, that's very simple. And as you progress that, take that slow first, because you don't need to be the world's fastest drummer right out the gate, but you just, and then slowly pick up pace. Okay, so that's the first one. Number 2 is exactly the same thing, except you're going to change the dominant hand. So it's going to be left, right. Okay, and all that does is you're going to end on the opposite hand. All that does is by changing which hand starts, is you're letting your body come to terms with, okay, there's certain drum patterns that need to start with my left hand versus my right hand because of where I need to end on the set. And we'll get into that much later on. So practice both of those. Number 3 is we're going to start doing some double taps, okay? So start with, and this is going to look like this: right, right, left, left. So okay, and so as you progress in that, as you start to speed that up, that's going to help you with your coordination. We're going to get into doubles later, but you want to keep that doing. And again, number 4 is going to be the exact opposite of that. So you're just going to do left, left, right, right. Okay, and then finally, number 5 is one of my particular favorites. Is also one that will challenge you. It is the first time that you will mix up away from just a standard, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. And it is called a paradiddle, okay? Now, a paradiddle is in the signature of right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So it looks something like this: right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Okay, and as we start to speed that up, okay? And so as you go with that, that is going to be the gateway into more of the complicated patterns. But we're going to start right there. Those are your first 5. I'll put those in the descriptions on what those look like. As we progress further into this, email me and I will try and get you a copy of the only book that, I wouldn't say the only book that I recommend, but the best book that I recommend for learning the drums. Okay, outside of having a teacher, this book will teach you every drum pattern that you need to know and that you will ever know for the drums. So, again, number 1, right, left, left. And on the left. And on the opposite hand that you start on, okay? Number 2 is left, right. Okay, number 3, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Number 4 is left, left, right, left, right, right. And number 5 is that paradiddle with that right, left, 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 right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. I can't talk, but it's okay. Okay, so do those. Pause the video as you need to, and then if you need clarification, just shoot me a line. Okay, guys, keep practicing. Appreciate you, and I appreciate you watching the videos. Thanks.